Have you ever woken up and felt like a stranger in your own skin? Like your thoughts belonged to someone else? Day one of the outbreak, nobody understood what was happening. People arrived at work, speaking in voices that didn't match their faces. A kindergarten teacher suddenly possessed the vocabulary of a quantum physicist. A surgeon forgot how to hold a scalpel. At first we thought it was mass hysteria, some new form of collective psychosis spreading through social media. But it was contagious, and it was real, the identity virus they called it. Transmitted through proximity, invisible, unstoppable. You'd be standing in line at a coffee shop, and suddenly the barista would look at you with your mother's eyes. Speak with her cadence, know things only she could know. Meanwhile, 3 states away, your mother would be screaming because she'd become someone else entirely. I lasted 11 days before it happened to me. One moment I was checking my phone, reading about quarantine zones and martial law. The next I was drowning in foreign memories, birthday parties I never attended. A childhood home I'd never seen, a wife whose face I recognized but whose name felt wrong in my mouth. My hands looked the same, but they weren't mine anymore. They belonged to a man named David, who sold insurance and feared heights, and loved his daughter more than anything. I could feel my own personality, my own self, compressed into a tiny corner of my consciousness. Screaming, fading, the swaps became more frequent, hours instead of days. Minutes instead of hours. Society collapsed not with violence but with confusion. How do you maintain civilization when a police officer might suddenly become a child? When a pilot mid-flight becomes someone who's never seen a cockpit? They tried isolation, it didn't work, distance didn't matter. The virus existed in some dimension we couldn't measure, couldn't contain. It was rewriting the fundamental code of human consciousness, shuffling personalities like cards in an infinite deck. I've been 43 different people now, I think. It's getting harder to remember who I was originally. Each swap erodes a little more of that first self. Sometimes I catch glimpses in mirrors, and I don't know whose face I'm wearing. Don't know whose memories are bleeding into whose. The scientists say we're becoming something new, a collective consciousness. A hive mind made of scattered human experiences, blending and merging until individuality becomes meaningless. But here's what terrifies me most, what keeps me awake during the brief moments I remember how to feel fear. Last night I swapped into someone who wasn't afraid. Someone who welcomed it, who'd been waiting for this. Who understood that the virus wasn't random at all, it was selection. And whatever's doing the selecting, it's almost finished choosing.